Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your Earthquakes alumni. A two-year Earthquake, number 1, Sean Cohane. The Earthquakes' first draft choice in 1974, and played 4 years for the Red Flag, number 4, Mark Demley. One-time player coach of your Earthquakes and fine defender, number 5, Gabo Gaffrey. Played for the Earthquakes in 1979, number 7, Joe Salerno. A 3-year member of the Earthquakes, number 8, John Smiley. One of the original Earthquakes, number 9, Mirko Stoyanovich. Another one of your original Earthquakes, number 12, Mike Mazaros. Still another original, he played 6 years for your Earthquakes, number 13, Davey Kemp. In addition to playing for the Earthquakes, he is a former San Jose State star, number 14, Steve Red Ryan. Played 2 years for the Red Black, number 15, Nick Nicholas. Another one of the original Earthquakes of 1974, number 16, Gonzalo Perez. One of the more popular Earthquakes of all time, played 3 years for the Red Black, number 17, Archie Rosa. A midfielder, played at 79 and 80 for your Earthquakes, number 18, Mike Simon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your 1987 Earthquakes. Goalkeeper, number 1, Kurt Devlin. Defender, number 3, Chris Wenson. Defender, number 4, Robbie Zip. Forward, number 7, Beto. Midfielder, number 10, Shafir. Midfielder, number 11, George Pastor. Your Earthquakes assistant coach, wearing number 13, David Gold. Midfielder, number 14, Joe Mahalik. Midfielder, number 15, Timmy Martin. Forward, number 17, Don Murphy. Midfielder, number 18, Sean Blakeman. Defender, number 21, Joe Silverba. Forward, number 22, Ronnie Morris. Goalkeeper, number 24, Nico Hatsopoulos. And your Earthquakes player coach, wearing number 5, Barney Boyce.
And a good evening, sports fans. Once again, we're here in San Jose at Spartan Stadium watching Earthquakes soccer tonight. It's the San Jose Earthquakes taking on the San Jose Earthquake Alumni. And hello, everybody. I'm Kevin Fischel. Joining me tonight is Fast Eddie Nicholas on the other side of this microphone. How you doing tonight, Eddie?
I'm doing just fine, Kevin. Thanks for having me here.
Hey, anything for you, babe? Right now, you're watching, should be watching, the Earthquakes taking a corner kick, as our announcer just let us know. Which Earthquakes? I don't know. Let's see. Looks like the 87 Earthquakes. Barney Boyce with the kick. And it's caught. Nice, beautiful catch by number 1, Sean Keohane. Keohane? Right now it's Jadir passing it off over to number 21, Joe Silvera. Back down to Jadir. Got it between the legs of Garbo. Kicks it up high. Barney Boyce intercepts it. And it's over to Martin, where he loses it to number 18, Mike Simon. Mike boots it upfield, high up. Now Jadir kicks it back to Kurt Devlin. Rolls it back out to Silvera. And Silvera with a high kick to midfield. Right now you're watching the Alumni try and play off the 87 Earthquakes. Getting it to the midfield point. Fakes around Silvera. Now it's up to Winson. Kicks it to Devlin. Kick past the midfield point to Gonzalo Perez. That was George Pastor kicking it up to number 22 right now, Ronnie Morris. And another beautiful catch by Sean Keohane. Jadir taking the ball back down towards their goal with Pastor. And it's over to Martin. He passes it up to, it looks like Morris again. Right now, looks like the Alumni, and it's a goal for the 87 Earthquakes. And a nice, beautiful shot right down the middle. Sean just couldn't quite get a hold of it there, Eddie.
It was a nice high shot up into the right-hand side of the corner. It was a one-on-one shot from about 25 yards out. It was a nice shot. Off a key play by the defender.
The Earthquakes goal comes at 3:57. It is unassisted to number 10, Jadir.
Earthquakes now bringing the ball close to midfield.
Pass off to Barney Boyce, and now it's up to Jadir at midfield. Martin back to Pastor. Over to Robbie Zip, who loses it to the Alumni. You see number 8, John Smiley with it. Kicks it high to the Earthquakes right now. And it's over to Barney Boyce. And the Alumni took it away. Smiley with control of the ball. They're working their way upfield as the Alumni. The long shot across the field, and Mike Simon just saves it for the Alumni. A long kick in, and Kurt Devlin catches it, although it would have easily missed. And now Silvera taking it downfield. Up to Barney Boyce, back to Joe. Working his way up, midfield, there's Mihalovic. Oh, a nice sliding kick by number 3. Barney Boyce working his way upfield right now. Taken away by the Alumni. Past the midfield point. He's got a break on the ball, doesn't know what to do. Goes up to number 12, and it's out. Any comments, Eddie?
That's for Earthquakes Novelty. Stop by the novelty stand. It is now
Just couldn't
open
quite
for
catch up with that ball. It was put a little too far in front of him. Good effort, though.
It was a great effort, if I might say so. Right now, the 87 Quakes with it off Mihalovic's head. And Martin with the ball with a break right now. Pastor, the kick, Jadir, it misses the top right-hand corner of the net. It would have been a beautiful kick and caught the goalie off guard, Eddie. He just totally missed that one. A bad kick, I'd say.
Yeah, it looked like he was a little bit off balance.
Tuesday, May 26th.
Put it quite a bit up and over the goal.
For your Earthquakes take on Hearts of Scotland. All participants will receive a free Vogel Singer soccer camp t-shirt and will be admitted to the game for free. You can register right now for the clinic in the Earthquakes novelty booth.
It's quite warm down here on Spartan Stadium, but it'd be curious to see how these alumni can handle the heat. Not sure how much of them are playing soccer these days.
By the looks of them, I'm not sure either. There goes Martin with another kick.
Corner kick, Earthquakes.
Fine defensive play by Perez. Corner kick by the Earthquakes.
Barney Boyce with the corner kick.
Look for the movement in the center by the red.
Off Winston's head and toward the goal area, but no goal. A little bit soft.
Do believe there's a penalty on the play. Not quite sure what it was called for. Could have been obstruction on the part of the Earthquakes.
And right now that was Martin again with another attempted
Crossing
goal.
it over to the left-hand side of the field. Here come the Alumni. Doesn't seem to be too much movement on the Alumni part.
Right now we're watching. Who are we looking at? The ball's going between so many 87 Earthquakes at once.
Morrissey was looking for a foul on that play, but the ref said play on.
The Alumni is working their way upfield now.
Watch for the offsides here.
Oh, and a high kick. Kurt Devlin easily catches it with some pressure from the Alumni. Boyce with control of the ball again. Working his way upfield. A nice high kick. And right now you're going to see... Well...
Once again, the goalie playing off to the left side of the field.
So what could possibly be his stronger side with John Smiley over. And right now, there goes Silvera making his way upfield. Some fancy footwork and back to Barney Boyce, who misses it completely and in towards the goal by Pastor. It's up and over. Sort of a straight-on kick and just about 3 yards too high, Eddie. Or 3 feet too high. Pastor takes the ball away again.
The Alumni don't seem to be coming to the ball. They seem to be waiting for it to come to them. Not seeing much movement by those white jerseys. A nice center.
That was by Jadir. And there's Wenson kicking it over to Zip. He's working his way upfield again. Right up between two alumni. Up over towards the right to Jadir, and
Very smart move. There's not many white jerseys over here on the right side.
Silvera, and there goes Jadir right around number 3, and it's up and deflected.
Just
by the
across the
alumni.
face of the goal there. No one could quite get to it. And a penalty's called. Just outside the box. Setting up a wall.
And that was Jadir with a kick, just up and over, and lightly bounces off to the left side of the goal. The alumni working their way up past half field. That's the alumni working their way upfield again, and
I do believe that might have been an offsides call over there on the lines judge part.
could have been. And right now there's Pastor up to Boyce and back to Silvera, who had control.
There's a foul on number 3. Don't have his name here.
And it was just up over the wall, and to Pastor, tried to bounce it in, but the alumni took control again. The high kick to midfield off Winston's head. And right now it's kicked back to Winston.
Fine feed to the right side. Little obstruction going on down there.
And that was number 5, Gabo Gavrich.
It's going to be a corner kick.
Just right now looking a little bit desperate, holding on. Jadir with a kick. And it's up off the heads of the alumni. Rolls out.
Throwing Earthquakes.
It's Ronnie Morris throwing it in. George Pastor with it.
Once again, across the face of the goal, they can't seem to get the ball in the net. Alumni gets a fine job getting the ball out.
Jadir takes it away. He's tripped up. That was number 8.
Fine takeaway by
John
number
Smiley.
8, Mr. Smiley. Nice feed.
And
Earthquakes recover very quickly.
Archie just couldn't quite get to it. Archie Robustov. And we're back. And right now you're looking at the San Jose Earthquakes with 29:30 left on the scoreboard. There's the Earthquakes 1, this Earthquake Alumni 0. And the alumni is in white right now, as you see. On the field, they're working their way right around the midfield point, around George Pastor. And Barney Boyce just heads it and takes it away. Nice sliding kick by the alumni on Ronnie Morris. Jadir with it right now, sizing up the defense. It's over to Silvera. Back to Jadir. Silvera again to Jadir, and it's out.
Corner kick is called.
Gil Cable is one of tonight's game sponsors and also one of the proud sponsors of the Earthquakes Player of the Game Award. Gil Cable supports the San Jose Earthquakes and American soccer.
Morris is tucked down in the corner. Ball comes out. Recovered by the alumni.
Working their way upfield now.
Passing to absolutely nobody. Earthquakes recover. Fine ball. And kicked well out of bounds by number 16, Perez. Comes out once again. Headed out by the Alumni. Oh, and right through the feet of number 17 for Bustoff.
Shadir with control of the ball now. Midfield kicking it up high, and number 16, Gonzala tried to take it away.
Earthquake's looking very relaxed at this point.
They sure do, Eddie. Looking a little more relaxed than the Alumni at this point. There it goes to John Smiley. And the 87 Earthquakes take it away again, as you can see. The whole team making their way upfield slowly. And a nice takeaway by Sean Cohane.
Throw in Earthquakes.
Morris with a high kick up. And again, the Alumni will roll it back out.
Earthquakes recover.
And it's Barney Boyce.
You can hear the Alumni yelling retreat. Nice takeaway by Smiley, though. Once again, the Earthquakes recover.
And it's Boyce over to Nicholson.
Offside is called on number 11, George Pastard, making his run just a little bit too soon.
Right now you're watching the Alumni trying to do something spectacular, make it past the midfield point.
Alumni's working the ball. And offsides is called up by the Alumni. Once again, the Alumni.
Mark Deming and just slides and misses the ball, and they're giving it away to the Earthquakes.
Can't quite understand that call.
It's up high, center of the field now. Barney Boyce over to Silvera. Working his way up and around. There's Shadir with the ball, trying to kick it. And it's out anyways.
So far this first half, the ball's been mostly down here on the offensive part of the field. Earthquakes moving the ball quite well. At this point, the Alumni can't seem to put any strike together. As you can see, kicking the ball out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick.
That's for a great pizza and a full range of Italian dishes. Visit Vesuvio's on El Camino Real in Santa Clara. Don't forget that's Vesuvio's Restaurant, proud sponsor of the Earthquakes Player of the Game Award.
Right now, it looks like a corner kick. There's Mihalovic with the ball. Back to Barney Boyce, who kicks it up high and over. And Martin is working his way back. The Alumni now making the way back up the field. Midfield now. Nice high long kick, and Robustov couldn't quite make it with Wenson on his back. And right now, it looks like the line judge stopped play for some reason. So it's the Alumni ball again. And as the ball rolls slowly to Wenson, kicks it high up, and another call by the line judge makes it the Alumni's ball again. Mike Simon over to number 3 of the Alumni, just rolls off the top of Barney Boyce's head. So he makes his way back up the field. There's Pastor with it. He kicks it up high to Nicholson. And now it's kicked back to Jadir. Jadir kicks the ball over to Barney Boyce. Passes to Silvera, who holds a little bit. Silvera's making his way towards the goal. Pastor makes a hard kick, but Gonzalo Perez gets in the way. Mihalovic in the corner. Right now working his way towards the goal. And it's up. Off the head of Pastor. It's deflected by Cohane. Right now, the Alumni is making their way back up the field again. That's right. Oh no, I spoke too soon. And that was Mark Demling of the Alumni with a little fancy body work there. And Barney Boyce trying some of the same. Mihalovic. The Alumni makes their way back up the field again, midfield point. It's Silvera with control of the ball for the 87 Quakes. Pastor now over to Barney Boyce. A beautiful pass up to Nicholson. And Demling slide kicks it out again. As he kicks the ball, it's midfield. The Alumni sets up, it's off Winston's head. There goes Mike Simon, kicks it up to number 14 of the Alumni. He kicks it up straight high and off to the left side of the goal by about 6 feet. Completely misses it. The right height, just not the right area of the field, Diane.
Yes, Kevin?
Yes, that's
I would
right.
happen to agree.
There goes Barney Boyce again. Midfield point over to Nicholson. It's upfield. There goes Pastor trying to get ahead of Gonzalo Perez, but couldn't quite do it. Barney Boyce with control of the ball now over to Silvera. Kicks it up high to the middle. And there goes Nicholson. Nice high kick up off Silvera's head. It's a goal, San Jose Earthquakes. So we'll wait and see if that goal gets credited to Silvera.
The Earthquakes goal comes at 28-18. On an assist from number 11, George Pastor. The goal scored by number 21, Joe Silvera.
So right now you're watching the Kurt Devlin roll the ball out to Silvera, the man who just made the goal less than a minute ago. Pastor getting in a little wind-up with Alumni. And right now, 87 Quakes making their way toward the goal again. That's Nicholson. And as he kicks the ball in, Barney Boyce fakes out, and Pastor goes for a nice hard kick, which is deflected by number 5, Gabo Garvich. Barney Boyce with the ball now, working his way inside toward the goal, up off Chris Winston's head. Alumni take control of it. Let's see if they can keep it. Got the ball away from him. That was Mike Simon, and it's kicked up high. And we hear a whistle down on the field. I wonder what that whistle could mean.
Soccer fan, this one's for you. Budweiser, sponsor of the San Jose Earthquakes and proud sponsor of the United States Olympic soccer team.
And there goes Silvera again over to Jadir. Little fancy footwork. Getting some pressure from number 3 right now. And it's out. That's Gabo Gavrich with the ball right now. Over to Demling. And now the Quakes took it away again, the 87 Quakes. Jadir with the ball right now, possession of the ball, making his way upfield to Morris. The kick up off to the left, and it's no good. Nope. So with 13 minutes left in the first half, we have the San Jose Earthquakes 2, the Earthquake Alumni 0. With a kick by the goalie, it's midfield point. Winston takes and drops the ball behind him. Robbie Zip is there to pick it up. Now there's Morris off to his right. Try and take control back up to the Alumni goal. Pastor again. And it's out. So right now we're watching Wenson kick it up over to Morris to about midfield. He passes it up to Mihalovic. And the Alumni gain control of the ball. They're surprisingly at midfield, and it's taken away again. And George Pastor passes it up off to Jadir. Makes it to Mihalovic, who has a good run on the ball now, dribbling it downfield. Over to Jadir, and it's taken away by an Alumni. So past the midfield point, I think they passed it off to Robostov. A little too soon as he tried to make the kick in. It was no good. Right now there's Mihalovic with a kick high up off Winston's head and out. Silvera throwing it in up to Barney Boyce. Over to Robbie Zip right now. Kicks it hard up towards the middle and scares those little ball girls. That's right. Well, he did. So the Alumni is making their way up the field again. It looks like they have a good team up there right now. The pass over to Demling, it's out. Nicholson throws the ball in, and the line judge is telling him to come back with it. So right now, as it looks in the Western Soccer Alliance, the San Jose Earthquakes are in first place with a record of 5-3, followed right behind by the California Kickers at 4-4, and that's the only team we've seen the Earthquakes lose here at San Jose Spartan Stadium. And then in third place is the Seattle Storm with 3-5. Fourth place is the San Diego Nomad with 4-3. FC Portland with 4-2, and Los Angeles Heat with 2-5. As you saw, the Earthquakes just devastate the Los Angeles Heat last Sunday here at Spartan Stadium. So right now, that was Simon trying to take control of the ball, but just gives it back to Sean Cohane. And we're back, and right now you're watching the Earthquakes take on the Earthquake Alumni, who are in white. It's 6:45 left to play in the first half. The San Jose Earthquakes have 2, the Alumni have 0. As you just saw, an attempted goal by Jadir. So right now the Alumni are working their way back upfield as they gain control of the ball again. Past the midfield point, nope, not quite. Barney Boyce stole it away. And Ron Morris is working his way upfield as it gets kicked out of bounds. Past the midfield point, it looks like Kurt Devlin's will pick up the ball and just kick it out to Morris or Silvera. Martin with the ball right now. Up off to Morris. It's a high kick into the stands. Nowhere near the goal.
It's Earthquake Soccer Camp time again. This year our soccer camps are being managed by the world-famous Hubert Vogelsinger. Both residential and day camps are available at Parker Academy August 23rd through the 29th. This official camp will also include the Chef Messing Goalkeeping School. For details and information, call 725-0281.
Right now we're just waiting for the game to get back underway as Sean Cohane will kick it out, or correction, Gabo Gavrich will kick it high up off the head of his partner on the team. And there's some fast play going on right now. Long kicks by all members of both teams. Taken away and back out. It will be the Alumni's ball again. A long throw up to almost midfield. George Pastor takes control of the ball now. Fending off defenders. Passes it over to Silvera. Barney Boyce telling him to come on. Running down past him, and Silvera just kicks it up towards the goal. Obviously too far away to attempt a goal. Working their way back up towards the goal again. It's the Quakes. And Morris letting the line judge know how he feels. And now the ref blowing his whistle. So we have 2:13 left, and you just saw Mihalovic score again for the Earthquakes. So 2 minutes left. We have the San Jose Earthquakes 3. The San Jose Earthquake Alumni 0. And right now, it looks like, I would say, the Earthquakes could put in some reserves and give them a little bit of playing time. It's kicked far off to the right side of the field. Simon kicks it back.
Earthquakes goal recorded at 42-52. By number 15, Timmy Martin.
So at 42-52, the San Jose Earthquakes' Tim Martin scores the third goal for the team. And that'll be bring an exciting close to the first half of this fast-paced soccer game. The other two goals were scored by Jadir at 3:57 into the game and Joe Silvera, number 21, at 28:18 into the game. And right now, we have about 20 seconds left. And so we will join you again at the beginning of the second half for more exciting San Jose Earthquakes soccer action here on your access channel with the most in sports. That's right. And we'll be seeing you at the beginning of the second half.
At the end of the first half, we score your 1987 Earthquakes 3 and your Earthquakes Alumni.
And we're back for the second half of soccer action here from San Jose State University at Spartan Stadium. We'll be watching the San Jose Earthquakes playing the San Jose Earthquake Alumni. Right now, at halftime, the score is Earthquakes 3, Alumni 0. And the three scores in the first half were made at 3:57 by Jadir, 28:18 by Joe Silvera, and 42:52 by Timmy Martin. And right now, you just watch Jadir take it away from the Alumni.
I wonder what the alumni coach had to say to these players going into the locker room at halftime. I wonder if the strategy is going to change or if they're just going to continue to play the same way. They can't seem to get any offense going against this tough Earthquake defense.
Well, rumor had it by the PA announcer, but obviously it hasn't taken place yet, that Joe Silvera of the 87 Quakes was going to play for the Alumni on the second half. But as you see right now, Joe is playing for the 87 Quakes. And there's Barney Boyce kicking it upfield. Oh, and a nice cutaway. There's Sean Blakeman, who just got put in for the second half. Who he took over for, I'm not quite sure of right yet.
Offsides was the call.
And again, I'm joined by my sidekick in crime, Eddie Nicholas. How you doing again, Eddie?
I'm pretty good. I was on that camera for a little bit, trying a new camera technique. I don't know. I think I like the old way the best. Here come the alumni putting something together.
That's Smiley, number 8, who had control of the ball.
Ball's up.
As Robustov got it taken away by Nicholson. Oh, and it looks like they have Nico Hatsopoulos. Sorry, Nico. In his goalie.
Earthquakes have been caught off sides numerous times here. I can't understand. They should be more careful on that, I would think. Especially against the slower Alumni team.
And it's a warm night down here at Spartan Stadium. Temperatures in the 70s, and I'm just hot.
Yeah, I think it's high 70s still. Earlier today, it got up into the 90s here in San Jose with about 300% humidity.
We were wondering what effect that would have on the Alumni, and it looks like it's had a big effect on the Alumni. They've been...
Yeah, they're not quite out of gas yet, but don't see much movement on those white jerseys. Beautiful pass.
And there's Jadir making his way up the field, and to have it taken away by number 13.
Looking for a foul on there,
David
Jadir
Kemp.
was.
David Kemp again for the Alumni.
Have an Earthquake player down in the field.
And a nice high flying kick. It's a goal.
Goal
by
from about 50 yards out by number 5, Boyce.
Barney Boyce with an incredible goal with about 41 minutes left to play in the second half. And Jadir is down on the field. It looks like he might be, I don't know what he might be. He's down on the field is what he might be, Eddie.
2 seconds before that.
49:07 unassisted to number 5, Barney Boyce.
You can hear the response from the crowd. 2 seconds prior to that shot, Barney was yelling about it's a game for fun, and just unloaded on a nice kick up and over the goalie's reach. Must have been from 45, 50 yards.
It was a beautiful kick just right in there. Went right past number 1, Sean Kahane, as he was getting talked to by Gonzalo Perez.
That makes it now San Jose Earthquakes 4, San Jose Earthquake Alumni 0.
Right now, you'll see the Alumni getting pushed around with a high kick up to David Kemp, who goes down on his face. And right now, it's Barney Boyce with control of the ball. And number 10, Dahanovic, according to my roster.
Just hope the injury to Jadir is not too bad. It'd be a real shame if they lost a player on an exhibition game like this one is.
Especially Jadir, who's such a star player for the Earthquakes.
Earthquakes are playing very wide ball, which is a smart move. This much of a lead. Slow the pace of the game down.
Goes up high by high kick to Mihalovic. Over to Silvera. Back to Boyce. And that was 17. Don Murphy, he also slipped in without me noticing.
Nice takeaway by assistant coach Dave Gold.
So we've had 2 unannounced entrances by the Quakes. Sean Blakeman, number 18, and number 17, Don Murphy. And that was a nice high wide kick by Nicholson. He kicks it up, and a goal was scored by...
I do believe it was by one of the San Jose Earthquake alumni players. Got caught in the center of the goal and just hit his foot and went into the net. That makes it now Earthquakes 5, Alumni still with
The
0.
Earthquakes goal comes at 50-49 on an assist from number 2, John Nicholson. The goal to number 13, David Gold.
Next home game here is Tuesday, May 26th. Kickoff is at 7:30 p.m. All you Earthquake fans should come down and check out your 87 Earthquakes.
And that'll be against the Hearts of Scotland, Eddie. And that should be a big game, drawing a big crowd. So buy your ticket early and come down to Spartan Stadium and watch some great soccer action.
It's always fun to come when a European team's playing. They seem to bring out some of the more favorable fans, especially the Irish and Scottish teams, along with Great Britain.
So right now you're watching number 18 of the Alumni, Mike Simon, do some fancy footwork. Gets passed off. There's number 14, Steve Ryan, who you've seen much tonight. Abusing the 87 Earthquakes. That was Mihalovic who went down. And Smiley trying to take on Wenson. And a near goal. And yes, it's a goal for the Alumni by number 10. We believe that is
Very nice shot by the Alumni.
we believe that's Mirko Stojanovic.
Snapped off that net just as quick as it went in.
The Alumni goal comes at 52-52, unassisted to number 10, Mirko Stojanovic.
So there you have it at 52-52. Mirko Stojanovic with the first goal for the Alumni. Making it a much better game than it appears to be.
And AirCal is the official airline of the Western Soccer Alliance. Remember AirCal for your next trip.
And right now you're watching the Alumni. Cohane with a nice high kick, plenty of hang time. And number 14, Steve Ryan, off his head, it's out. And it's Blakeman throwing it in. No, it's not Blakeman.
I do believe there was an obstruction called on number 2 of the Earthquakes, John Nicholson. See if this goal can perk up the Alumni team a bit. Being down 5-0, it's not too much fun.
Not much fun at all for the Alumni, but having a good time, I'm sure, anyway, Eddie. As you see right now, the 87 Earthquakes making their way toward a goal, and it's up high. And Simon kicks it away, but Blakeman's back in there to recover for it. Some fancy footwork, kicks it up to the middle of the goal, and it's away. Again, Nicholson and Silvera working the ball up. Over to 13. Gold, and it will not count.
Offside called on the assistant coach, Dave Gold.
There's Dave Gold again. Oh, and a nice block by the Alumni. Another nice block by Perez. The Alumni making their way upfield. He gets stopped by Murphy. And again, Simon with the ball. Up over to number 2 of the Alumni. Back to Simon. Stopped in the middle by Smiley. Going out with 2 players from the Earthquakes on his back. There goes Simon, and a nice high kick. It was just missed by about 2 feet, Eddie.
Fine left-footed shot by number 18, Simon.
And he's been playing really well tonight. Really well.
One of the younger alumni.
There's Barney Boyce with control of the ball at the midfield point. Passes it up to Beto is in. There's another one that slipped in.
Once again, offsides called on the Earthquakes. The Alumni is coming alive here in the second half.
And so have the Quakes, and there's Mahalovic. And a nice stop by Cohane. The Alumni making their way upfield. Blakeman coming in to try and stop it. A nice fake out. Back over to Steve Ryan. Kicks it up high. Robostov sort of slapped, it looked like, Nico in the gut or something to try and make him drop the ball, Eddie.
Yeah, these old alumni, they know all the tricks in the game, Kevin.
Right now you're watching the Earthquakes trying to regain control of the ball as Barney Boyce has it right now. With a high pass up to the far side of the field. We have about 30 minutes left to play in the second half. Right now it's San Jose Earthquakes 5, the Earthquake Alumni 1.
Very nice nutmeg on number 2, John Nicholson.
And it's
And there's
headed
a
in.
goal.
And it's a goal by Robusta.
With a fine assist by number 8 of the Alumni. John Smiley. Through the legs of number 2, Nicholson of the Earthquakes. Set up a nice headshot for Robostov.
On an assist from number 8, John Smiley. The goal to number 17, Archie Robostov.
30 minutes left in the game. Score, San Jose Earthquakes 5, the Alumni 2. 2 unanswered goals by the Earthquakes.
So right now it looks like the Alumni really has been woken up by the halftime pep talk by their coach, huh, Eddie? Just scored both of their goals in the second half. And there's Steve Ryan with some pressure by Sean Blakeman, who earlier in the break sort of had a little go in at about midfield. Blakeman felt as though he should have had the ball and took Ryan down with him.
Obstruction called on the Alumni. Earthquakes play it off. Here comes the assistant coach, Dave Gold. Pass goes behind his left wing, number 22, Ronnie Morris.
So there's Boyce with the ball.
No goalie.
No goalie for the Alumni, but it's being deflected by Simon. So now Cohane gets back in there. Nicholson with control of the ball for the Earthquakes. It looks like the Alumni is trying to make their way back upfield. A nice high kick to the center of the midfield point.
Quakes recover.
Mihalovich with a high kick up over to Beto, who works his way up. Nice mid kick and deflected by Simon.
Got a 4-on-4 here.
And it just hit Rabustov in the back of the legs. He didn't know it was coming and just lost control of what could have been a scoring drive. And Morris, with what could have been a great goal attempt, kicks his feet into the turf as he left a track there and sort of looked like missed his footing, Eddie, and that's what stopped him from...
I think he waited a little too long for his breakaway there. Tried to catch up with the ball and got his foot caught in the turf.
2-6-3-3.
Could have been another score for the 87 Earthquakes. Is going to be...
See what they can do with this corner kick.
And it's off the head of a famous Earthquake out there. That was Wenson. There's Gold. Over to Blakeman right now. Intercepted by Alumni. Ooh, and a nice high kick. Stopped off by Silvera. Blakeman at midfield with the ball now. Working his way up. Oh, off the feet of Morris.
The Alumni look like a totally different team the second half. They're working the ball rather well.
And it looked like number 10, Mirko, was trying to grab the ball while it was in midair. Good thing it was too high or else they would have had a hands call. So Nicholson's making his way up midfield, tries a kick. Cohane easily picks it up, gives it to Simon. Now that was over to Kemp. Up off Beta's head, Mihalovich with the ball right now. Intercepted by Perez. And Perez again in there. But the Alumni is taking control of the ball.
Wanted to call there, but referee says play on. Earthquakes bring it out up to midfield.
Martin with a nice kick over to Mihalovich.
It seemed it should have been a handball that turned into an offside call.
So right now we're at about midfield. The Alumni with control of the ball. Pass upfield, stopped. And taken away again. And that's Steve Ryan with it. Taking on Martin and Morris. A nice kick. Stopped by Nico.
Some very nice footwork over there on the part of Steve Ryan for the Alumni. Out to Nicholson on the left side. Dumps it off to number 3, Wenson.
So right now you see Ryan get into it with Dan Gold. Just a little bump into Dan Gold, that is. A nice high kick over to number 2. Number 8, Smiley. Works his way back across, making Blakeman work. Attempts a kick, and Nico stops it again. Simon with the ball now for the Alumni. Simon again, kicks back to Perez, who can't decide on what to do, kicks it up high. Nicholson's going to try and recover it, does off his head. Blakeman with control of the ball, kicks it up high. Perez intercepts it again. Back over to Perez now, sets up, kicks. It's up high, up over Stojanovic's head. And right now it's Silvera who took it away. Kicks it up high, far to Beto. Over to Gold, and it's out. So we have 21 minutes left here in the second half of play. Coming to you from fabulous Spartan Stadium in San Jose, California. It's the San Jose Earthquakes 5, the Earthquake Alumni 2. And looking like a much better team than the second half. In the second half is the Alumni, now in control of the ball. And you saw Blakeman just give Kemp a little run around, steals the ball away. Gold, who took control of it. Now it's Nicholson, control of the ball. Works his way back up to Blakeman. It looked like they're setting up for a goal. There's Mihalovic over to Blakeman, who gets a break and kicks, and it's up high off to the left into the stands. It was far off to the left side, up high to the left. No, nothing to worry about for, really nothing to worry about for the goalie Sean Cohane, number 1. And Gold tried to get in there and make another goal. Perez yelling at the ref now. And it looked like he was reaching for one of those yellow cards. Let's find out. Reconsidering the situation, it looks like he might put it away.
Located in Alumni Valley on Redmond and Meridian. They have over 3,000 titles for your viewing pleasure. That's first-class video.
And decides it's just going to be a kick. As Rabustov jumps up over the ball, Mihalovic kicks, it's up there, it's a goal! The wall just opened up in the perfect time for Mihalovic's kick to go right in. So that makes it Earthquake 6, the Alumni 2 with what seemed to be
Earthquake's goal comes at 70-58.
It seemed to open up, build a wall, and open it up for anything to come right on through. Right now, entering the game is number 4, Demling, who played the first half. And coming out is Perez. For the Alumni, the San Jose Earthquake Alumni. You see Morris take control of the ball with a sort of a hacky sack kick behind the head. And Nicholson is preparing to take control of the ball. As he does, passes it up off the Gold. He gets it kicked away by Demling of the Alumni. And so, we're watching right now Martin take on David Kemp. And Silvera with the ball for the 87 Quakes now. Back over to Wenson. He gives it to Nika to roll out to Nicholson. So Wenson, evaluating the situation, gives it to Nika, who rolls it out to Silvera on the opposite side of the field. Silvera back, kicks it up off to his right to Beto. He made it past the midfield point and lost control who took it away is Simon of the Alumni. And there goes Gold again. Passes it off to Nicholson, who kicks it up high. What it looks like a attempt for Blakeman, just not far enough. And the Alumni is working their way upfield, getting ready for a setup. And it's headed off by Nicholson. Again, Demling evaluating the situation, kicks it back to 2, kicks it up to the middle of the crowd over to Robustov's head. And Morris over to Nicholson now. Blakeman at midfield. Kicks it up. Over some heads and out of bounds.
Steel Cable has more than 50 channels for sports, news, and movies. Call 947-4455 for information. Steel Cable, the performer, one of the nation's largest cable systems.
Blakeman throws it in. Looked like Murphy was racing with a fellow Alumni. Play is on the far side of the field. Morris with the ball now. Midfield, looks and kicks up towards Gold. The Alumni takes control of the ball again. Beto with the ball now, running far up. looking for a goal, kicks, and there seems to be some discrepancy as to what happened. So it's no goal for Beto. Silvera slides in with a beautiful takeaway over to Martin and to Gold now, the assistant coach of the Quakes. The Alumni is with a high kick. Kick it over to number 7, Joe Salerno, who is tripped up on the ball. Now it's over to Simon. Back to number 2. Morris with the ball again, up to Beta, gets there. Running and looks like he has a kick now. Over to Blakeman. Goal. San Jose Earthquakes. Sean Blakeman. And what is just becoming a wipeout here of the...
Earthquakes goal comes in 78-52 on an assist from number 7, Beto. The goal scored by number 18, Sean Blakeman.
So there you have it, the number 7 goal of the night by Sean Blakeman, as assisted by number 7, Beta Luna, makes it a score of 7-2 here on a beautiful night in downtown San Jose. So right now we have the Earthquakes 7, the Alumni Quakes 2. With Mihalovic over to Martin. To Gold, he attempts a kick, and it's far off to the left side by about 5 feet. So it looks like the Quakes will they should start taking it easy. They have about 9 minutes left to play in the game. But we'd like to remind you to come out and see the Quakes here May 26th as they take on the Hearts of Scotland. And then later on, it looks like the Quakes will be in the playoffs. And they will have some game times to be announced for the playoff games to take place, possibly here in Spartan Stadium. Right now, you're watching Morris with the ball for the 87 Quakes. Blakeman just sort of missed that one. Nicholson went up for it as he let number 4, Mark Demling, slide kick it away. So you can hear Nico from the 87 Quakes, the goalkeeper, yelling, "Come on, Blakey, come on, Blakeman." Not much crowd noise. You hear a lot of the players yelling on the field. You can hear who they're calling to. It's off Dan Gold's head, and he misses another attempted goal. And I'm sure a very fine coach he is. About this sort of stuff.
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Oh,
I mean, if you feel like you have to keep talking, you don't have to.
Wenson with the ball again, midfield point with this exciting game. Well, non-too exciting game. Exciting for the alumni, I'm sure. Any way you look at it, it's the Quakes. 7, the Alumni 2. And Gold with control of the ball again. And spectators laughing now at who, I'm not sure. Right now, the Alumni working their way upfield. Over to Simon. Kicks it high, and it's up and over the goal by about another 6 feet. So Nico rolls it out. Over to Murphy. Kicks it up high to Mihalovic. Up to Smiley, over to some more Alumni, working their way upfield. Morris with control of the ball now. And Silvera just stopped as he knew the whistle was going to be blown. The Alumni working their way up towards midfield. They make it past that point and back again. A nice kick by Simon, and Nico barely saves that one. So Nicholson with the ball right now. Blakeman off to his left. Passes up over to Blakeman. He goes in for a goal. Looks like he's getting the pressure. Tries to get an assist from nobody. And right now, there's the throw-in. Silvera with the ball. And Gold with a kick, too far to the right by about 3 more feet. And Gold has been getting a lot of attempts, but not too many goals. Silvera with the ball, kicks it up. Mihalovic is trying to get it away. Trying to take control. Blakeman back kicks it to Gold. Gets another lead in. Demling slide kicks him. Trying to go for the ball. And completely messes up Gold's. Footing, who kicks the ball high up into the air. And you're seeing Martinton get the ball taken away by Simon. Blakeman gets in there, misses. Morris is trying to do something, but
fans, don't forget to stick around. alumni and your 1987 Earthquakes. That's immediately following tonight's game.
Incidentally, the player of the game last week was George Pastor. Or on the last game, I should say. It wasn't a full week ago. Scored the majority of the goals for the Earthquakes. Kick over to Nicholson. Past the midfield point, up over to Gold. Gets the ball taken away by Simon. Nicholson with control of the ball again, up to Winson. Over to Silvera. Kicks it high up to the far side of the field. Blakeman trying to do what? I'm not sure. Oh. And Gold just got a yellow card. Up high, 4 seconds left. This is going to be it. The San Jose Earthquakes have just defeated their older alumni 7-2 from Spartan Stadium. So really quickly, we'll just go over the scoring goals before we end the game tonight. We started off with the first goal by Jadir at 3:57, and the second goal was at 28:18 by Joe Silvera. And again at 42:52 was Timmy Martin. And going into the second half, then was at 50:49, Dave Gold. And over at 49:07, the first goal of the second half was by Barney Boyce. And they had a penalty kick made by Joe Mihalovic. And the final goal was made by Sean Blakeman, assisted by Beto. And the two goals for the alumni were at 59:14, Archie Robustov, assisted by number 8, Smiley, and at 52:52 by Mirko Stojanovic. And so again, we've watched another San Jose Earthquakes game beat the alumni 7-2. Join us again for our next game. It'll be the Hearts of Scotland taking on the Earthquakes. And right now we're going to watch the alumni player of the game.
The alumni player of the game, number 8, John Smiley.
So John Smiley, who didn't make any goals tonight, but did assist on one, gets the alumni player of the game. And Wenson will take the player of the game for the Quakes. So right now, just briefly looking over the standings.
At this time, the Earthquakes would like to present the Earthquakes alumni coach, Gallo Gabbard.
Nobody has taken player of the game twice so far. And the Earthquakes are in first place, so we'll be sure to be watching them for the playoff games to be announced later on this South Bay Community Sports Network. Tonight's game was produced and directed by Diane Malmstrom. Camera work by Diane Malmstrom. Eddie Nicholas. Audio by Eddie Nicholas. Along with color man Eddie Nicholas. So.
Wait a minute.